The more you know. Brought to you by Flagstaff, Rockwood, building better RVs, making smarter RVers.
I'm going to stick my neck out here and say that if you happen to own an RV and that RV turns into all work and no play, you will most likely not be a happy camper, not a happy camper for very long. Buying the right camper, the right RV right out of the gate is probably the most important first step in you being a happy camper. I'd venture to say that most of the first-time RV buyers out there do not buy a camper that they're happy with for very long. They don't. Most of them sell their RVs within the first 2 or 3 years, and many of them never buy another RV. I contend that one big reason they give up is that they bought the wrong camper the first time. But why? Why would somebody who's making payments for a long, long time go ahead and buy the wrong camper? Too often, they're sold an inferior product, in my opinion. They're sold an RV that looks great, but as soon as you start using it, well, that's when things begin to break and literally sometimes fall off. When your RV dream turns into a nonstop project, most newbie campers, understandably, can get burned out pretty quick. So what can you do to avoid buying a crappy camper? Here's a part of a conversation I recently had with an RV industry expert with some things that I hope you can benefit from. In terms of warranties, many people, in my view, think that a warranty on an RV is going to be the same as the warranty on my Ford truck. And that's not necessarily the case. There are exclusions, and I don't want to get too deep into the weeds with this, but the importance of understanding what your warranty covers and what it doesn't cover is something that I need to be aware of. I should be aware of before I sign on the bottom line of any RV that I'm buying. Shouldn't that be? And look for exclusions and what is covered, and thoughts on warranties. What are you thinking, Steve?
Yeah, that's a whole, a lot of manufacturers are putting big numbers up there, right, of what the warranty covers. But a structural warranty is very, very different than the warranties that would probably make your experience of buying either good or bad. It's very rare that within the first, 5, 7, however many years that the structure is going to have issues. It's going to be more like water leaks or cabinet doors or, just things like that,
yes.
Maybe a window seal, anything like that, which are not covered under that big number. I have people come to the show, well, you guys aren't offering this warranty. And I said, well, make sure you look at what that warranty actually is, right? Because that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about two completely different things. So you're exactly right. Understanding that warranty, what it means, what it includes, the more you do that, the more prepared you're going to be when you sit down at the dealership on that level and they're trying to sell you the additional warranty. So the more versed you are on the manufacturer's warranty and what's there for you, the better off it's going to be when you're having to make that decision of what extended warranties you might want to buy.
And I look at what isn't covered. What am I not, what do I not know that I need to know? As an example, some warranties, if you're a full-time RVer, sorry, you don't have any warranty because it's an exclusion. Some warranties that if you conduct business out of your RV, you have to have a business policy, and warranty would exclude certain claims if you're running a business out of your RV. So understanding what is covered and what is not covered before you sign on the dotted line could prevent somebody making a big mistake.
No doubt, or even a lot of people want to modify their trailers, right? They want to add something to it, or tow something behind it.
Yeah.
But all of those things could affect the warranty. Again, the more you talk with your dealer, the more you read about the warranty of each unit, the better versed you're going to be, and the more educated you're going to be when it comes time to make that decision. And like I said, that time is going to come when you're at the dealership and you're going to sit down in front of their finance person. They're going to try and sell you an extended warranty. You have to know what that covers as well versus what's covered under the manufacturer's warranty.
I have heard some buyers, some people that have bought RVs, they're now living in them full time, and the conversation will get around to insurance and so forth. And they'll tell me literally, the dealer told me to lie. Don't tell them I'm living full time in an RV. And I was like, I don't think that's the right way to approach it, because if you have a problem, the lie will end up catching up with you. So tell the truth the whole time and don't just try to skate by. What are your thoughts on that? Is that a good idea to just level with people? But I mean, because often I know the dealer wants to make a sale. I know that. But it's not just a sale right now. You want a happy customer, not somebody that's going to be furious and say, well, the salesman told me it was okay.
Right. And the salesmen often say whatever they can say to make a deal at that time.
Right.
So it's a slippery slope for sure. You know, I'll say this, and maybe this is the best advice I could give, is always be honest with how you're using it. The truth will come out at some point.
RV warranties are not the same as automobile warranties. They're not. And in my opinion, most RV salespeople don't really understand them. They don't. Other than, yeah, your RV comes with a warranty. By the way, you really need the extended warranty too. I'm not a fan of extended warranties. I'm not. If you can sock away maybe $150 a month into a specific RV bank account, you'll have the money if you do have an issue. And if you do have an issue, you know, like I said, you'll have the money. If you don't have an issue, you're going to still have the money. You can find lots of other educational videos on how you can become a smarter RVer on our YouTube channel.